Hey, this is Steve. Um, this is my discussion number 5, reflections on auditions and artists dash finding your way. I'm gonna begin by answering the question: what was the most valuable feedback slash tip you received during the audition process, either directly or indirectly? I would say that the most valuable tip that was real to me was to show up early to an audition, and it hadn't hit me at the previously how important that is, because it's not enough to show up on time, because on time is basically late in this field because they want you to be ready, warmed up, and ready to go immediately at the designated starting time. So arriving 30 minutes before before the start of an audition, to me that makes sense, and it really impacted me, and I believe that that's some information that I'm going to be taking with me into the real world. Also, another tip that was really valuable to me was about making the right choices in clothing, and planning ahead for the day of the event. So, like, if you need to plan a route that you need to go, what time you want to leave to the audition itself. And as I mentioned previously, your choice of costume, if you're going to a jazz audition, you want to dress in jazz shoes. You want to maybe put on some leggings, some jazz pants, a nice leotard if you're a female, or something very form-fitting if you're a male or identify as male. Likewise, if it's an urban audition, you want to go in something more that traditionally urban. The next thing, what did the audition process and our artists' visits reveal to you as areas of growth as a performing, creating, thinking, and expressive artist? Um, the audition process to me personally revealed that it's not possible to know what another person is thinking. You don't know what the adjudicators are thinking and how they're going to react to whatever it is you're doing. And such as, like, for me personally, I believe that I was like doing a fair job at showing enthusiasm and really participating and taking in the whole experience. And I thought that would have came across fairly well to the adjudicators. However, when it came to picking out people who they believed would have gotten in or accepted into the audition, they picked out other things that I hadn't even thought of, such as, like, positions of the feet or how well they worked with other dancers. Um, and another thing that the audition process taught me was that if I were to ever be in a position of holding an audition myself, for me personally, I would like to open up and show some vulnerability to my dancers, because I feel like it takes a lot of humanity to do that, to do that for a group of people, to make them feel a little bit more comfortable and welcome. Because it's also, I feel like it benefits them and the kind of dancing that you're going to see if they feel more comfortable in the environment that they're dancing in, and that they feel like they get to know the artist, choreographer, whoever who's in charge of this audition. The last thing, what did the audition and the previous artists or visits reveal or affirm for you about the type of job and or industry you are interested in pursuing? It affirmed to me that I need to do extensive research on the kinds of auditions that I want to put myself into, because as much as a company or production sounds great, like in a written description, I don't know exactly how I'm going to enjoy this process unless I meet the people who are behind this in person. I specifically say that because um, I had a little bit of an issue, like, vibing with one of the choreographers that was in class, or for for the audition that I took part in, and I really need to find those opportunities that speak to me and that I feel I would do exceptional at. Granted, those opportunities may not always be present, which in that scenario, I'd have to step out of my comfort zone if I need to, book a gig, because rent needs to be paid. Um, and it also opened up to me what kind of other things I'm interested in pursuing, such as I feel like I'd really like to delve into musical theater kind of auditions, as well as urban auditions. It just sort of revealed to me the kind of aesthetic that I want to strive for in my own work and audition searching. So, yeah, that's all I got for you. That's all I learned. Thank you for listening. This is Steve Rosales. Peace out.